have a scientific background with degrees in oceanography, marine biology, and environmental science and management, and a previous experience in IT project management. Within the lab Environment and Society, I lead projects related to biodiversity, biomimicry, and territorial modeling. Lately, several concepts have been named to identify the ways in which the living world, bio, in particular, inspires us engineers and technicians to innovate. We rely on the ISO standard definitions for explaining these concepts. Bio-inspiration is a creative approach that relies on using the living for inspiration and applies to every type of activity, including the arts. Within this approach, biomimetics is a problem-solving procedures that relies on inspiration from the living without particularly including sustainability criteria. Biomimicry covers the innovations inspired by the living with the sustainability criteria. Biomorphism refers to design that visually resemble elements from life. They look like nature, whereas biomimetic designs focus on function. They work like nature. Nature-based solutions are one way in which the living world can inspire us and also be directly relied upon to solve human design challenges. ENGIE's purpose and its strategy towards carbon neutrality invite us to favor innovation practices that include sustainability in their design. Also, within ENGIE Labs, we are naturally curious and open to many ways of triggering innovation with creativity sessions, design thinking, lean management, and so on. So biomimicry perfectly fits into our practices. Furthermore, the biomimicry approach relies on a dialogue between biology and technology, which is a dialogue we are particularly familiar with in the lab Environment and Society. At Crigen, we have been working for years on including biological processes in our projects, with works on bioremediation, biomonitoring, anti-fouling, and microalgae. After the creation of Cebios in 2015, ENGIE Labs, Crigen, and Laborelec identified biomimicry as an opportunity for innovation within ENGIE. In 2017, Crigen partnered with the French National Museum of Natural History, Cebios, and Elan to design an urban project based on biomimicry and favorable to urban biodiversity. The project, named Ecoton, was selected as one of the laureates of the Greater Urbanistic Program of Inventons la Métropole du Grand Paris. Construction is expected to occur in 2023. In September 2019, all ENGIE labs gathered for a seminar on biomimicry and identified a list of issues where biomimicry could be helpful. Among the various candidates was cybersecurity, and in June 2020, we conducted a 2-day workshop to apply the 8 steps loop method designed by Cebios. This led us to identify solutions to cybersecurity breaches thanks to biomimicry, which I will not share with you. Looking forward, we are now considering associating biomimicry with eco-design in urban lighting solutions. The living world is vast, diverse, complex, transversal, and multidisciplinary. Many expertise and viewpoints are needed to explore the potential of how it can inspire and teach us along the path for sustainability. Open innovation is one way of allowing a variety of profiles to come and contribute to this great opportunity to solve human challenges with sustainable solutions. We are working on the integration of biomimicry in innovation and sustainability strategies within ENGIE, which relies on multidisciplinary approaches such as open innovation. Startups have a role to play in such practices, where they can bring their ideas and concepts, a bit of freshness and audacity that is sometimes missing in large groups. In this respect, ENGIE put in place an innovation platform where startups can share their innovative solutions and business units share their needs in calls for projects. They also foster the innovation trophies. We are convinced that biomimicry is a relevant tool to foster innovation and eco-design that can support ENGIE in its strategy towards net zero carbon and more sustainable solutions. And we are looking forward to new opportunities and developments.
As a corporate department, we develop policies, commitments, and objectives for the group. We also report and give feedback to the board and manage and, of course, help business units for the implementations of the policies, but also give help for their projects. Biodiversity refers to nature, ecosystem, habitats, and spaces. Humans are part of the biodiversity, not beside, but inside, and everything must be balanced. Biodiversity and the ecosystem are balanced with all the environmental and societal issues. It's not a unique issue to manage. So in ENGIE, we've been working on biodiversity for more than 10 years now. And we were first engaged into the French National Biodiversity Strategy. For 10 years, we took also commitments in Act for Natures in 2018. And this year, in 2021, we have renewed our commitment in Act for Nature International, but also commit to the Act for Nature France called Entreprises engagées pour la nature, Act for Nature France. The group can work on preservation of biodiversity in different ways. Of course, the first one, as we produce energy, is to reduce our greenhouse gases emissions. But as we have land footprints, we can also contribute to the restoration of ecological continuities. And we can deploy nature-based solutions in territories. Among the main challenges, the group has chosen to work on optimizing land use, avoiding projects in areas of high biodiversity concerns, and we have an objective to deploy ecological management of sites worldwide before 2030. We are working deeply on the identifications of impacts and dependencies regarding biodiversity. With a main milestone in 2025, we aim to identify 10 actions that we can deploy into the group and implement them, of course. And we work also through the circular economy approach to reduce the impacts by reducing the distance for sourcing, for example, for biomass. Innovation, I think, is fundamental to identify solutions to preserve and restore biodiversity. Maybe I can provide one example, it will be clearer. In Middle East, we restore mangroves, and for that, we use drones. So the drones are sowing the plants directly in the sand. With this technology, we definitely avoid the presence of humans, so we preserve much better the ecosystem. I think that developing new technologies inspired by nature will be interesting to reduce the environmental impacts and might help us also to provide new services to our customers or industrial customers also. Nature is a mine of inspiration. We should work hand in hand with it, learn more about it. I think it is crucial to recover the balance and preserve the planet. And one of our commitments in the purpose of ENGIE also.